let's get into it.
How do you even pronounce it? Falizer?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, I guess they can correct us.
They can. And speaking of, Falizer playing Koji in the blue versus Z1GMA playing Lytra in the green. And I think Falizer's fairly new. Are we going to see them do the correct opening? That is usually the big test, and yes, they did.
Yeah, okay. They are P1 though, so they could have gone for the immediate tick up to deny the knight, but instead it seems like they're going for the more standard right now, yeah. Sword trade opening. And yeah, both sides seem to be doing that, so that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that fear of like when you watch a new player if they're gonna like make a mistake in the first like 3 turns.
Yeah, it just runs you forward and cap and then they never heal.
Yeah, I mean, but you know.
Well, actually, this. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Just remember, this is the person who I think was actually doing TYM around when I started in January, but they just weren't around for a while after that. So they're not
a completely new player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I recognize the name. Yeah. I mean, we've actually done the match, I think, since then. So yeah.
It's hard to like remember everybody though, because like sometimes you go back and look at like old matches on the YouTube, and you're just like, oh, there's like so many people over the years that have like played in events or.
So Zig favoring killing the village over decapping. Ooh, okay. I think that is the best punish, right? Sword crit the sword, then Koji walks down.
It is the best punish if you have a second sword, but he sent his second sword to back up.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so normally your second sword does the sword crit and your first sword caps what Koji decaps. So that would be the correct move. But since he couldn't do that, he suffers.
Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was... Yeah, whatever.
Yep, and that was the opening mistake. It did happen, but it was later than we thought and on a different thing.
Yeah, and that's that's like a relatively advanced thing as well.
Yeah, I remember this is one of the first things I heard about this map, because back in the day I would always do quote-unquote research when I didn't trust myself as much. I would just when looking at a new map, I would just like hunt for comments by Sue, because Sue has like this very intuitive and simple it's not like actually simple, but the explanation is simple. Like he has this very deep understanding that he explains with like a few quick words, and he's like, you always need to send the second sword with Sue, otherwise it's auto lose, something like that. That was one of the first things I ever heard about the map, and I'm like, yeah, well, that sounds like reasonable. And then I played them up a few times and I'm like, yep, that's why. Just like not enough swords if you don't bring the second with you.
Yeah, and I think one thing about Shu that I very much always appreciate is that he's just able to spot like FTA, STA in maps very quickly.
Yeah.
He had like some kind of like math way of like figuring it out or something, and I was just like, oh yeah, you're just like really smart. Maybe I hope one day we get to see Shu and Wargroove too. That would be a lot of fun, I think.
I will ask him whether he wants to come back, because like I pinged a lot of people trying to, you know, remind them that this is still a thing and that Wargroove 2 is out and it'll be cool. But Sue, I think somebody else asked Sue early on, and he said somewhere that he just wasn't interested at all in the game. But you know, that was a year ago, so it didn't bother him at all for the first year of the game and the first worlds. But you know, it's been a year, something might have changed. So when the new cycle starts, like when the first qualifier is announced, I will go and bother Sue. Ask him, hey, you know, this is happening. Are you maybe interested now? And you know,
I guess we'll get to see. Anyway, looking at this fight, you know, Lytra went in, did some damage, counterattack came in. Koji a little bit deep, but I don't think he's in trouble.
I mean, yeah, you're still behind like the dividing mountain between the HQ and center, so you're pretty fine.
Yeah, when there are suicides, that style can be very dangerous.
Yeah, this is nothing quite close enough, and Lytra didn't have tier 2, so... That's the really scary moment. When Lytra has tier 2, it's just like, oh, I have to calculate like every enemy unit being in range. Okay, but Falizer's putting up a really nice fight so far. I guess we're gonna see a Koji tier 2?
Oh, is he trying to stay there? Oh!
Oh, that's a nice pick off.
Yeah, that's a nice rogue play. And if you're, you know, blocking all the central tiles with your units, then maybe you can stay there.
Yeah, I think there's a
feels
lot
like-
of stuff in range though.
If
Yeah.
Lytra gets T2 this turn, I feel like this goes bad.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it could be. Oh yeah, he's actually dead with T2.
Time to
Yeah, takes up
improvise.
the sword from
okay.
behind.
dumps everything behind.
Oh, right, and reopens up the dragon side. 20.
Yeah, and I guess just like sword kills at this point.
Oh, wait, what? What reaches from the water?
Oh wait, does
Everything.
nothing reach from the water?
Nothing reaches.
Ooh, so he actually survives, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I thought
oh, he
it's
might
first
even have
person.
tier 2 in response to this.
You could have actually taken, I think, a slightly bigger chunk of the army than... Actually, no, this is about the same.
Okay, yeah, that Harpy's very dead.
I guess the question, is Lytra dead here? Well, if the Hex is not hitting Lytra, then that's probably a no.
Okay, but what does Falizer do? I mean, I guess you just throw out tier 2. There's nothing that can kill the bombs.
Oh wait, is all the anti-air dead? Oh yeah, all the anti-air is dead.
Yeah,
Huh.
the only thing that's possible is the frog could pull a bomb out of the way.
I mean, even if something could kill the bomb, it would kill Koji. Oh, but no, if you pull it away, then...
Yeah, you just kill Koji.
Oh yeah,
You're
he's
talking
dead.
about
Oh yeah, he's just very dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rip. Yeah.
The idea was pretty solid, but I think he just was a little bit too
So
deep.
this... Without frogs, this doesn't die.
Yeah. Yeah, very
Right,
true.
because
Yeah, so
even
for-
if you can break the bomb, it will kill Koji because of the bag.
Yeah, for some people who don't know, for some reason, if a Koji bomb dies not from its detonate action, it for some reason there's leftover code that it does a heal instead of a pushback.
Yeah, there was a point when Koji bombs would be healing instead of... Actually, I think they healed and did damage.
Yeah, that was the tier 2 effect. Instead of the push effect, it like healed your stuff. It healed your stuff and damaged the enemy stuff, I think. Well, I wasn't there, I just heard from Koji.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a long time ago. And like, I don't... We probably wouldn't even mention it.
But it
except
still
for-
does it.
It still does it
Yeah.
sometimes, so... just
Yeah,
like one of those...
specifically, yeah. When it dies, when it explodes in any way that isn't you clicking the detonate button.
Yeah.
Actually, he might have still died through the heal though. It's only like as much as the damage would be, right? So
Yeah,
like
like-
23.
Dragon, and he's on like 0 defense.
Yeah,
like-
he was at almost no HP. Yeah, so you would have probably still died.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
well played to Zigma. I mean, Falizer put up a decent fight though. Definitely an interesting game. Zigma gonna take it.